Hello, and thank you for watching. Go ahead and thank you. And I enjoy all of your comments. I like talking. I wish there were a way to have all of us in one room and chat sometime, so I may issue a stickam at some point in the middle of the week if any of you are interested. I don't know. I didn't really see many people on the blog TV, but that was on a Sunday, so it was kind of weird. But I'll try and do things on the weekend, because I know most of us, I don't know, some of us have jobs on the weekend, I'm not sure, but I know I usually don't, because I have class on Saturday, so I at least have Saturday free for sure after class. But that'll all be over pretty soon too, so yeah. There was an interesting conversation in my biology class about carbon and things like that. It was like the atmosphere and how there's too much carbon and it's breaking out and this and that and this and that, what causes that, and it was interesting. Chlorophyll is what processes carbon. Like, I'll show you. This thing right here is what processes carbon. And with the little thylakoids and the extrastroma and the granium and thylakoid space and things like that. So basically this is what makes plants green. It was an interesting question because my biology teacher could not answer it. But have we tried to transplant these? Have we tried to transfusion with chlorophyll or something like that? Like, that would help us out. I don't know if it would make us green or not, but it would help us out, and we'd be able to almost be self-sufficient with our carbon that we exhale and things like that. But then I found it's frozen. Okay, then I found this article of health and blood transfusions, and blood transfusion with chlorophyll, and I will post a link down below, which I have to write it down anyway for my class. So I will put it down below or on the screen, depending. But yeah, it talks about blood transfusions and the problem that Red Cross is going through with the blood. The safety guidelines and things like that they have to go by, and but they're basically into Red Cross for the money, like they're into the blood money, as it were. And we donate blood, so it's kind of weird. I'm like, how are they making money off of blood? It's gross. Fucking vampires. Anyway, chlorophyll is what makes plants green. It is inexpensively produced, easily stored without the expensive refrigeration that blood requires, and has a much longer shelf life than human blood. It also has decades of studies that show its health benefits without side effects. But they're just way too invested in the actual blood stuff, like the plasma and stuff like that. They want to get the animal cells, as it were. My teacher said, though, however, the reason why we haven't taken, like, prokaryotic prokaryotes, because that was the next question. Like, why don't we, take this and put it with some proteins and, infuse it into some kind of prokaryotic cell and make it do what we want it to do, like make it reproduce these chlorophylls, and then we can inject those into the human bloodstream and then see how that goes. And she was like, well, I don't think they've tried that out, and I found this, which says why probably they haven't, and it's because of how cheap it is. They'd rather have actual human blood or animal blood than chlorophyll. So, I don't know. I thought it was weird and interesting. And it's a blogspot.com. It was in 2006. But see, that was in 2006, and we, like, me and this girl that were, like, that girl and I, that were asking the teacher, we had no idea of this article or anything like that. It just came to mind because we were talking about the process in which, it needs, to execute what it's doing. Sorry, I'm gonna bookmark it. So, bookmark. Yes. Okay. But I just thought, I was wondering what you all thought about that, because potentially, if we did do that, it may turn our skin green. And then, yeah, we would be those very aliens that we were worried about. And not to mention, I need to find the article online about the new sunglasses they have. I mean, they're not new, they've been around for a while. But they're basically kind of like suction cups. And they kind of look like little alien goggles. I don't know, I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. Collective unconscious weird or something, I don't know. But, I have quite a few videos fixing to be uploaded. And yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I have to start getting ready for work. So thank you for watching, and tell me what you think about the chloroplast transplanting or transfusions. The only thing my biology teacher said about it that is a problem is that, this chlorophyll from the plant and a prokaryote, which could be, for example, the size of this. Here's the prokaryote. Here is the chloroplast that we want inside of this. How are we going to get this into here? Yeah, so that would be the problem. But other than that, if we can find something that can, take this and replicate it and keep going, then we're in business. But, yeah, so tell me what you think.